In a world where cats walk upright, wear spandex, and wield ancient weapons, one team dares to meow in the face of evil. Meet the Thundercats, a group of jacked up feline aliens who crash landed on Third Earth, which is basically Earth, but with more lasers and mummies. Lion-O, the leader, is a child trapped in a man's body, literally. He's got a magic sword that screams at danger and shoots light shows like it's a Pink Floyd concert. Panthro builds tanks, throws nunchucks, and is basically the team's grumpy uncle. Chitara runs fast and has ESP because why not? Tigra turns invisible when the writers remember he can. And Snarf? Well, Snarf is there for comic relief and mild emotional damage. Together they battle Mumra, an evil undead sorcerer who lives in a pyramid and has a PhD in dramatic entrances. Thundercats who? Because nothing says 80s like muscles, magic, and mutant space cats.
In the sewers of New York City, four mutated turtles, trained by a giant rat in martial arts, fight crime and eat pizza. No, seriously, that's the plot. Leonardo leads with honor and a sword he barely uses. Raphael is angry at everything, including the writers. Donatello is a tech genius who can build a laser cannon out of a toaster, and Michelangelo is the party dude who thinks cowabunga is a personality trait. Their mentor, Splinter, is a wise old rat who somehow knows ancient ninja secrets despite being a former lab rodent. They battle Shredder, a metal-clad villain with the fashion sense of a cheese grater and the competence of a wet sponge. And let's not forget Krang, a talking brain in a robot body who sounds like he gargles gravel. Together, they fight evil, eat pizza, and teach kids that toxic waste is totally fine if it gives you cool powers. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because nothing says hero like reptiles with attitude and cholesterol issues. Welcome to Justice League Unlimited, where every superhero ever shows up and somehow Batman still gets the most screen time. It's the ultimate crossover event that never ends. You've got Superman, the alien Boy Scout with laser eyes and a chin that could cut glass. Wonder Woman, who solves problems with diplomacy or a flying kick. Batman, who has no powers but infinite sass and a utility belt that defies physics. And then, boom, they add Green Arrow, Hawkgirl, The Question, and like 87 other heroes you forgot existed. Need a guy who talks to fish? Got him. Need a guy who is a fish? Also got him. They battle villains like Lex Luthor, Brainiac, and occasionally the US government because nothing says teamwork like fighting bureaucracy. It's action-packed, emotionally deep, and somehow still has room for a cowboy-themed episode. Justice League Unlimited. Because when the world needs saving, it takes a village of capes. In the magical land of Eternia, where muscles are mandatory and shirts are optional, one man stands between good and evil, and also between a mirror and a flex. He-Man! Prince Adam by day, jacked up hero by also day, but with a tan and a sword that shoots lightning. He shouts, "I have the power!" and suddenly everyone's hair gets windblown. He's joined by Tila, Man-at-Arms, and Orko, a floating wizard who's basically a magical traffic cone with anxiety. Their nemesis? Skeletor, a skull-faced villain with the voice of a cranky grandma and the plans of a confused raccoon. He lives in Snake Mountain, which has more echo than logic. Together, they battle over the secrets of Castle Grayskull, which may or may not be a giant haunted face with Wi-Fi. Masters of the universe, because in the 80s, all you needed to save the world was a sword, a catchphrase, and thighs that could crush a boulder. Welcome to X-Men the Animated Series, where every episode starts with a moral dilemma, ends with an explosion, and someone is always yelling, "Jing!" Meet the X-Men, a team of superpowered mutants fighting for peace, justice, and the right to wear spandex in public. Cyclops shoots lasers from his eyes and leads with the charisma of a traffic cone. Wolverine is a grumpy Canadian with claws, sideburns, and unresolved issues. Storm speaks only in dramatic proclamations and weather metaphors. Rogue punches tanks and flirts with danger, literally. Beast quotes Shakespeare while doing backflips, and Gambit throws exploding playing cards because... Cajun. They battle Magneto, who controls metal and has the voice of a Shakespearean villain, and Sentinels, giant robots with all the subtlety of a brick through a window. It's action-packed, emotionally heavy, and somehow still has time for a subplot about mutant rights and existential dread. X-Men the Animated Series. Because being different never looked so cool. Or sounded so dramatic.